Alright guys, welcome back. This is another CFN replay analysis with your boy, Broly Legs. Um, Going to be doing kind of like a highly requested matchup analysis. A lot of Chuns that I've talked to have trouble with Ryu. I don't know how I feel, like if the matchup's good or bad. I'm inclined to be like, okay, Chun wins. She has a range, she has a ways under fireball. Ryu definitely has gotten better, especially in this season. So I can't ignore the fact that the character's gotten better, um, and that one of the things that makes him very dangerous is his mobility on the ground. He's able to dash up, and it really puts you on your toes because spacing him is a little bit weird and hard. I also think forward heavy punch is something that's really hard to deal with Chun if you're trying to play footsies and get in the right range. Because it moves him forward, like it moves him back and then forward, so it can kind of like almost auto whiff punish you if you guys kind of trying to swing at the same time. So and it combos, like it automatically combos no matter what to crouching middle kick or whatever. So and the link's not that hard. So this match is tough, but I believe as long as your understanding of how the Ryu is moving and what buttons are pressing, how well they're throwing their fireballs is important. Your timing under fireballs is important. I think it would definitely help out. Okay, I did all that. So let's get into it. I played this Ryu a bunch of times throughout the seasons and the years. Very strong Ryu, but does have his tendencies, and that's something that I try to make a point. Is that sometimes players lose because they just know how others play, and I think for the case of Tayson, I kind of know how he plays, so I can get some kind of read on him, especially later in the match and later in the rounds. I can make some plays out of that. But let's go ahead and check out this match. So right off the bat, I start with crouching middle punch because I basically look for that range. This is the range I want, where I can get the tip of my knuckle to hit the crouching middle punch, just so I can make it safe. Even if it blocks it, it's safe. It goes under fireball in case he does it. I think this is just a good option, right? It's not necessarily right when I start that I press crouching middle punch. I take a small step forward and then crouching middle punch so that I make sure that I know where the range is, especially if they're not moving or anything, they're waiting for me. So it's just a really, really good button. Okay, so good thing to do. I try to look for that range as much as I can. Crouching, standing fierce, and then just kind of slowly get in. Slowly get those fierce punches in. And right here, so this is something very important. This is for pretty much all Chun-Li players. Um, what I do here, and this is just something that you really have to pay attention to, is when I throw this fireball, I pay attention to Ryu. Okay, I can't move yet. I have 24 frames to move. I can't move in any of these frames except for now at 0. Okay, so what I've noticed now is that he threw fireball and it collided with mine, but I'm free to move here. Okay, so if I do the calculations correctly, I'm able to get up to him and hit and punish him for it. So I input dash 12 frames, and now I'm plus 10 right here. So that means I have 10 frames. I know this is a bright ass image right here, but I am 10 frames in. I don't know this, but I know it's punishable. I know he's gonna get hit with crouching middle kick. So I go for it and get the heavy legs. And this is all because I'm paying attention to the fireball and looking at what he's doing, right? Because it's super important to know that if whatever action he makes, right? If you were to jump, I'll be ready for the anti-air. If you were to block it, I'm gonna dash up anyways. The only thing he could have done here that would have been problematic is parry it. If he would have parried it and I dashed in, then I would be like, shit, I might get punished for this. But this is a really good tool, really good lesson to learn when you're playing. Is understanding the fireball, looking at your opponent's character, and seeing what action they chose. Because he chose the fireball, I got the punish. Very rare this happens, but it does happen, and I was able to recognize it and punish him for it. That was a really good crouching leg, stun leg kick. That was more like a buffer. It wasn't like anything like I don't know if it was a whiff punish, but if it was, it's really good. But that's a really good punish, really good whiff punish, which is good. Okay, and now we're just kind of playing the footsie game. You know, like the thing you have to worry about is the jump, and here it comes. Now I was ready for it, right? This interaction right here probably tells the tale of most matchups. If you don't anti-air this, you're probably gonna lose. You're probably gonna have a hard time at least, because this is one of those where, hey, he's in the corner and you have to be patient for it. You know, like the whole time before this, I was pressing buttons, but the moment I saw him backdash right here and he's this close to the wall, I had an idea. I was like, he's probably gonna jump soon. So I had to make sure that I limit my buttons and just kind of wait for him. And this is what I do. I just wait, limit my buttons, and anti-air him. And I don't wanna dash up. I don't wanna give him I don't wanna cross under him to give him the other side. And he's kind of trying to. I blocked here because there was no reason to attack. I could have attacked this. This was normal DP doesn't really work, but because of that, I was able to read it, get the crush counter, get the full combo that I want, and knock down. And now this is the decision right here. This is something I actually don't remember what I do here, but in my mind, I could bait another DP because most people love to DP again because they feel like I won't expect a second one or a repeat of what's gonna happen. So I could block this, but I don't really mind if I get DP'd here. Like if I get uppercutted here, it doesn't matter because I have the life lead, and if I'm right that he doesn't do it, I contain him longer in the corner, and that's what I want. So it's kind of like if he does it, cool. If he doesn't do it, it's whatever. If this was like Ken or Akuma, I'd probably backdash or I'll probably just block here because they can convert off of their uppercut with V-trigger, but Ryu can't, so I don't really mind this. So he does it, and he actually reads the shimmy, which is really, really smart, honestly. Like, he kind of just waits, saw that I backed off, and then low forward, right? And then I got hit. So it was just, I shouldn't have pressed a button. I don't know why I went for crouching jab. I should have just blocked. This is something I really need to get better at. Is like when they get up and when they don't DP, I just need to let it be. This is a rare interaction too, like to wake up and then do low forward. But it is something that higher level players will do when they think a shimmy is gonna happen. And he was able to convert and get. He didn't get out in the corner. That was kind of unfortunate. I did the EX legs. He still has V trigger. He does activate. I did this jab because a lot of times what happens here is when they activate, they like to dash. Okay, and he is plus. I'm negative 11, so he was basically like plus 12. So usually they like to dash here. So I try to jab it, but it was unfortunate they don't. And so, unfortunately for me, I'm kind of down on this, but I was able to convert off of this jump over like legs. Usually I do this because if they're very active, and they are going to be very active, they're gonna wait for me to land on the ground. But since I slow it down with this is kind of like a mini dive kick. Like it's not true dive kick, but it's still something that you change the trajectory of your jump and the speed of it. So if they're expecting you to land and they want to do low forward, this will sometimes hit them. And because I was able to get them crouching, I got a +5, so I was able to get a combo. Unfortunately, not enough damage, so I do got one more mix-up to do, or one more hit to do, and unfortunately, I get hit by that, and I get knocked out. So he's been catching me with a lot of low forwards, and I'm just like, okay, like, it was my fault. It all started from that low forward in the corner. I should have just been more patient. It sucks, but it usually happens like that. So just have to like learn from it. Be more patient on the ground, because he's just low forwarding a lot. So I just gotta space him better. My spacing was just not great that first round. Okay, This is just typical, footsies that we do. Trying to get low forward. He backs off, so. And I just gotta slowly get in. That jump in was pretty bad. I didn't need to jump in that far away. I should have just crouched middle punch or just kept blocking. Patience is required in this. And I wasn't patient enough. Oh, he missed that the crouching middle punch. The thing about crouching middle punch is that's hard. Is that, like, it is very whiff punishable. Like, he could have swept that. He just didn't see it. And he tried to walk up. Crouching middle kick was too late. Fortunately for me, he didn't cancel that right. And I got a full punish. And this is something that's just optimal. This is optimization. Knowing what my combos are, knowing how close they are, knowing my punishes, I'm able to get a B-skill combo real quick. Okay. This is something I need to get better at. I'm curious of what I could have done here. So, let's see. I go for throw. So I'm plus 10 here. So I missed my throw, and then I could have done. I don't know if I can do stand heavy kick because of the range. I could do EX legs. I probably should be doing that more. I definitely can't do sweep. I think sweep's like 12 frames. Or 11. But I think EX legs would have worked. EX legs. Typically you want to do roundhouse because you want the crush counter, but any kind of punish would have been fine. So this is something that I have to try to think about more in the future. It's hard to just react to it, but you kind of... Like, what I can do is do throw and input EX legs, and if I'm right, like if the throw doesn't happen or if I tech it, it doesn't matter. If they V-shift, I'll be able to punish. Okay, back in the mob. So now I have the corner. So now this is the same situation I was last time we played. And I need to make sure that I'm not giving him any leeway. Like I don't want him to do the same thing. He hasn't activated yet. He doesn't have V trigger yet. I'm just kind of like hoping for a jump so I can kill him. I do have super, and if I have to use it, I'll use it. But my main thing is seeing what he's gonna do here. A lot of times players will just block, and kind of opens it up for me. I can go for a jump, or I can go for overhead. Like I haven't jumped at it, right? Like we haven't really jumped at each other at all. He jumped more than I have, so jump is on the table because I haven't done it. So like I have to it's something that you can throw out. It's not advisable, but it is something that you can do, especially if they're fireballing in the corner. But let's see what I do. Kind of just keep footsie. Don't get the right EX, like the right crouching middle kick. That was the unfortunate part. I was not close enough there. I should have hit from that crouching middle kick at the EX legs. I don't. It's something I just gotta work on, and I just wasn't close enough. I was just a little bit away for that throw, so I get thrown out myself. EX legs just in case they do the dash, and that was just unfortunate for him. Like I don't know what he tried to do. Let's see what he tried to do. So he activates. We'll look on the left side. And he doesn't really do anything. I think he tried to I don't know. I think he thought it was a cross up, but he blocked forward. He does crouching middle punch. Oh, he probably tried DP, but it was a little too late. And then he tried to, I guess, did he even try to cross? He tried to cross cut, but he didn't get it right. I was able to kill him. That jump was, it was sort of Hail Mary-ish. If he would have DP'd V-skill, I would have died. So, I mean, it happens. He stole one, I stole one, so it happens. Missed the anti-air. That Wrangle's kind of hard to get because it's kind of like two in front, but background house would have worked. I just kind of, I didn't want to risk it, so I just blocked. Crouching middle punch, yep, go under fireballs. And it's all about the range. Crouching middle punch again, he's walking forward. Sweep is really good because it's really hard for Ryu to punish it. Especially at max range, and if I get a crush counter, I just try to get a mix-up going. Forward roundhouse is good because I get the corner, or I like it on the other side of him. and put his back to the corner more than I kind of just like does dash dash, but I don't do that. Okay, just kind of playing. Like I said, this is the neutral. This is the matchup you want to play. You want to play this range here and just try to keep him out. That low forward buffer was so dirty. I was almost over it too, but wasn't able to. Crouching middle punch, EX legs. We get the hit this time. Which is good. Keep him out. I should not have jumped, but I baited. I mean, it kind of baited it. To be honest, my emotions right now is just like not in the match. More as I'm looking at this replay analysis, I'm really like upset that I jumped twice like that. Those were two like really bad jumps. I know I got lucky and they didn't punish me, but they were like desperation jumps. You don't need those jumps. You don't need those jumps. I don't need those jumps. Those are just bad. But and he could have just DP'd either of them. And so it is a little bit on his part that's bad that he didn't get to like actually punish me. But I just gotta make sure to stay more grounded. If I was good, if I was good, I could have background house that. What I could have done. Okay, here. What I could have done here if I was good, because I was close enough, is background house. But this is kind of hard because if he doesn't do anything, I get whip punish. So that's why I don't do it. But background house, stand round house, EX legs, I probably would have killed him. He does another one. That one you can't background house. And then here's kind of where it gets dangerous. This is right here where there's a couple things that can happen. He has super. So this is going to be the match right here. The decision I make is going to tell you who wins or who loses. I can wake up spinning bird here. I haven't really done it yet. But it is something that is kind of like obvious in a way. It's a little obvious. And if he blocks this, I die. Like I 100% die. And I don't kill him with a spinning bird. So I really don't want a spinning bird because I don't want to get killed off of this decision. And I still do it. Damn. See, you see how it is? Like I don't know. I haven't watched this replay. I don't remember. Like this was days ago. But if we were to go by percentages and what's the safe play, I shouldn't have spinning bird here. But I think I did spinning bird because I feel like he was aggressive. And I felt like he was going to make the aggressive play. And so he made the spinning bird. I got him off, and then he did that, and then I got the knockdown into spinning bird. Honestly, this was really a bad game. Like honestly, this was not. There was things that I did was good. There was things that I did that was really important. And I felt like my neutral was okay. There was some low forwards that I could have hit confirmed. Overall, though, guys, I don't feel good about this. I don't feel good about this match. I feel like I got lucky. Like, this is like the play that I look at, I'm like, man, I played really scrubby. Like, really scrubby, really bad. Like, you can take wins and you can say, yeah, they're good. But, like, when you come back and analyze these replays, they're not what you want. Like, this is not the way I would want to play if I was at a tournament. Right? This is not how I would want to play against people. I would want to play more precise. I would want to make less desperation moves. I won because I made 3 desperation moves. And I was lucky in all of them. 2 of them I was very lucky. One of them was kind of like, eh. Like, I can understand the angle was bad on that first jump. But at the end of the day, I won. But I don't feel good about it. Hopefully I can improve and get better at it. But, yeah, overall, like, you know, the punishes were there. And so that's always important. That's something I can take away. Is when I know that I block something that's punishable, I always punish it. As hard as I can. So, make sure that what you guys are doing is, no matter how the match is going, If there's something that's punishable and you block it, make sure you're punishing it every time as best as you can. That'll do it for me for this replay, guys. Hope you guys enjoy it. I'm going to try to be doing this daily. I'm going to try to do at least 2 of these replay analysis per day. I know I've uploaded a bunch today because I had some students. If you guys want your replays analyzed and maybe uploaded on my channel, make sure that you hit me up on Twitter, or you can find me at metafy.gg/@brolylegs. This week is 50% off, so for the whole week until the New Year's Day. So it's kind of like an end of year sale. And you can sign up as many bookings as you want during that week. You can make them in January, February, whatever. Just make sure you sign up this week, and they will all be 50% off. But yeah, I appreciate everyone stopping by, and hopefully I can do this, with a more variety of characters. A lot of people have seen a lot of Kages and stuff, but I'm going to be throwing my character in here a couple times, especially if people don't have any replays they want analyzed. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will see you all later. Peace.